Hi everybody, so in today's video I am going to be doing a very quick and easy cheats way to make a chili con carne. Most of the time I make it like this and everything is out of a tin or out of a packet, apart from the mince of course. So one of my ladies asked me would I show her how I make mine. So I thought I'm making it tonight, so I might as well film it. So to whoever that was, I can't remember the name of the lady, but I told her just to watch out for the video. She asked me when I did a Tesco shop and showed all the ingredients that I got to make the chilli. So she said, would you mind showing how to make it? So here we are. So stay tuned. So I'd like to say hi everybody, welcome to the channel, Nanna-M. My name is Lynn. If you're new, a very warm welcome, and if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back. It's lovely to see you. So let's get cracking. So in this pan, I've got 500 grams, I think it is, of minced steak. So I'm just going to put that on and I'm going to brown it. So I'll do that and then I'll come back and show you what that looks like. I mean, everybody browns mince, don't they? So I've just got it on the heat like that. I'll just keep stirring it, and as soon as it's browned, I shall come back. But I'll just show you. There we go. So this would be like watching a clock, wouldn't it? So I'll come back when it's browned. So the meat is now browned, but there's some excess fluid, can you see? So what I tend to do is I fold the kitchen towel up, I push it in, and I soak a lot of that up. Just keep going. And you don't burn yourself with the steam. And depending on your mince, it'll depend how much excess fluid you've got. But I like to take mine off. I mean, you could drain it off if you wanted to, but I just find this easier. There we go. So that is the mince nicely browned off and hardly any fluid left in it. So now I sprinkle over an oxo cube and I squash mine in the packet, then just tear a corner off and sprinkle it in. That way you don't get it all over your fingers and down your nails, etc, etc. And we all know I don't like anything down the nails. So that's that. That's the oxo cube in. Next, I put a tin of chopped tomatoes in. Stir that in. Then a jar of chilli sauce. This is 500 gram jar, so it's 500 grams of mince, 500 gram jar of chilli sauce. I use the mild one. You can get a hot one. Let it all drain in. Woo, watch for it spitting. Then I stir a packet of, you don't have to use this, or you can just use this, don't use that and put some water in, but I like to use both. So that's the chili con carne powder mix from Schwartz. So that goes in. Stir that. And this helps to thicken it. Some people put some tomato puree in, but I don't feel it needs it, so I don't bother with that. And then I have a tin of red kidney beans. So in they go. I drain the juice off. Heat that all the way through. It is absolutely delicious, honestly. You can put some chilli flakes in if you want to, but I don't feel I need it. I don't like things too hot. And you can see you get a massive portion. So you can eat some, you can freeze some. It's nice, put over a jacket potato. I'm going to have mine tonight with rice. Just plain rice. Yeah, over a jacket potato's nice. You can also use what's left and put it in a wrap. That's nice. Loads of different things you can do with it. Or as I say, just freeze it and then have it with rice again another time. So now I'm going to turn it down to about a number. Can you see that bubble coming up in the middle? It will do in a minute. It's just bubbling up, just moving. I'm just putting it up half a degree, half a number. Because I just want a really slow simmer. It's just the odd bubble popping up. So what I'll do now is I'll put the lid on, but I don't close it because it creates steam and it waters down your chilli. So I like to just put it on the side like that. And so some of the steam will evaporate and it will stay thick, maybe even thicken up a little bit more. And then about every 15 minutes I will come and I will give it a stir. And that's probably, I'm going to leave mine for probably between half an hour and 45 minutes. And then it should be ready. But if you put the lid on, it will go thin because of the steam. So don't do that. But you need to make sure you've got it up to temperature before you turn it down. So there, that's it really. And I'll come back and show you what it looks like when I've finished. So it's as easy as that. So while I'm waiting for that, I thought I'd just have a little chat. In fact, I'll make myself a cuppa while I'm talking to you. So today we decided that the hanging baskets outside looked a real mess, and the pots, they'd gone all leggy. And to be fair, we've let them get like that, you know. Maybe if we'd have looked after them a little bit better, they might have been lasted longer. So we decided to go to the garden centre. Won't be a minute. And pick up some winter things to put in the basket. And we're not going to have baskets. I had 4 baskets during summer, spring and summer, and autumn really, on the house outside, 2 on the porch, 2 at either end of the property. And then we have 2 big tubs that we have on 2 pillars outside at the front. And then we have tubs in front of them. I've got tubs under the window, there's tubs everywhere. Well, pots. So we've decided that just through the winter, we're just going to have a hanging basket at either side of the porch, and the tubs that are on the porch, stone bits, we're going to do those. And that's all we're going to do for winter, because I do like a Christmas tree for Christmas, and we put lights up and everything, so that's going to be enough. And I'll do something, some decor on the front door, but this year I'm not going to do a wreath. I'm going to do something a bit different. Yeah, so today we went to the garden centre anyway. We came back, we bought everything that we needed for those areas that I've just explained to you. So we've emptied all the other old stuff out since we came back, put it all in a bin, you know, black bin liners, the garden ones, not the household ones. We've got them to one side because we've got more leaves to pick up tomorrow. So it's just a case of getting stuck in and tidying the front up so that it's ready for winter. So yeah, that's what we've done today. And I love going to garden centre. Really, I could spend hours in there, but Harvey hasn't got that much patience. He likes you in, get what you want and come back out again. He's not a browser. Not a browser when you go looking for anything really. And so that's the update on the front. I will show you when we've completed it, but it's going to be very plain towards what it was like in summer. But then I think everybody's garden's like that, isn't it, in winter? So that's that. And then also what's happening is we've decided the next project for the house after the camper van's finished. Well, it's finished now. So first of all, yeah, the camper van's finished now. I've done the last of the sewing that needed to be done today, and I'm going to do a film right from beginning to end. Not showing you how we did it, but I'll show you the empty van, and then I'll show you what it looks like now and do the little tour. So that's coming up. It really does look nice. He's done a lovely job on it. But now that the camper van is finished, the next job that we said we would do in the house is put a new bathroom in. So I'll take you along on that journey. I won't be able to film the guys doing it because Harvey's going to do it with 2 of his cousins and a friend. They're just going to come in and help him as and when he wants them to, you know what I mean, for the heavy stuff, and just so that he's not having to do it all by himself. So we spent the last 2 days going round. Well, we've looked all over the internet to get some ideas. Anyway, I've planned it out exactly as I want it. And I think it's going to look really, really nice, yeah. So I wanted some panelling, this special panelling. So we ordered that the other day and that's arrived. And the bathroom place that we've settled on is somebody that we know very well. He's done jobs for my son and everything, and we've got things off him before. So he said he's going to ring. We went to his showroom and I picked some things and threw a few ideas around with him. And he's going to ring us on Monday and we're going to go over and spend about half an hour with him. And then he's going to give us a total price for everything. So I'm having a bath with a shower over the bath because I haven't got a bath at the moment. And I do like to have the option of a bath or a shower. So I'm having a bath with a shower over. I've got, I'm having this new really smart vanity basin and a new toilet. That's it, isn't it? Is that what you need? Because the shower's going over the bath. So yeah, bath, vanity basin and toilet. But the tiles I've picked are 600 square. Massive. Absolutely massive they are. But I think it's going to look really, really nice. And I've got some dark wood in there as well. So I'm really, really looking for, and now he's got himself quite excited about it. He said he's really looking forward to doing it. Not looking forward to ripping everything out and doing all the basic work that has to be done first, but he's really looking forward to putting everything back in, if you know what I mean. And I'm excited about it because I think it's going to look really nice. So yeah, I'll be showing you that as we take it. I'll show it you before what it looks like now. I'll show it you obviously as we go along, you know, once we've ripped it out and it's just a room. And then I'll show you perhaps when the bath, toilet and sink goes in. Maybe not, I don't know, because I don't want to spoil the the end effect. But we shall see. But I'll definitely share it with you. So that's something. And then of course we've got the lovely Penny. So we'll be sharing Penny's progress. Today, as I'm filming this, it's the 31st of October. I don't know when you're going to see it, but this is when I'm filming it. And we went to see Tommy yesterday, bless him, because it was his 95th birthday. His sister's 101 and his other sister's 93. And so I went and Ivy went and Joanne called with Penny. So we saw Penny yesterday, and he thinks she's wonderful. So yeah, she's doing very well actually, but she was very, very naughty because what happened was, well, it wasn't her fault actually. Joanne is trying to train her to use a crate, but she's been going in the crate with the door open so she can go in and she can come out as and when she pleases. But obviously, Joanne works at home, but sometimes she does have to go into one of the GP practices that she works for. So when it comes to days like that, she can't leave Penny wandering about on her own, especially if her partner's at work. So she needs to be able to just crate her, or just nip to Aldi, whatever it is. Anyway, the other day she thought, because she's all right. When she goes in the crate at night, she's all right because she can see Joanne. It's when Joanne leaves the room, she goes berserk. She hates it. She tries to get out. She worked out how to open the door. That was the first thing she did. She worked that one out. Joanne woke up at 4 o'clock one morning and Penny's on the bed. Here, side of her head. She got out. But bless her, what happened the other day. She thought, I know what I'm going to go to Aldi and I'm going to put her in the crate. She only lives 5 minutes from Aldi. So she was just running in for something, running back out, back in the car, straight back home again. I'll put her in the crate and see how she goes on. Anyway, as she walked through the front door, she could just hear Penny screaming. So she ran in and Penny had got her head through one of the squares. She pushed it through, but she couldn't get it back out again. So she was kind of like this, stuck, choking herself. And Joanne tried to get her out. She couldn't get her head out. So she was hysterical, crying her eyes out, thinking Penny was going to like suffocate herself. So she rang her partner, crying her eyes out. He explained that there was some wire cutters in his toolbox. So to go and get the wire cutters and to cut the wire so that you could get her head out. Her partner's been away for a few days. So he was away, you see, so otherwise he would have been able to do it, you know, but she had to do it. So anyway, when he came back, they were looking on the internet at different crates, etc., to see if there was something more suitable. Realised he'd put the crate together upside down. So the bigger squares, where Penny's got to push her head through one of them, really is the bottom of the crate, not the top. And the sides and the top are smaller squares, but they hadn't realised what they'd done. So anyway, I don't know how she's gone on today because I haven't spoke to Joanne as yet. I'm going to be ringing her a bit later on to find out. So that was the drama of poor little Penny getting her head stuck. Thank God she done a nip to Aldi and come straight back. Otherwise, God knows what would have happened. She could have died, couldn't she? I mean, it was a genuine mistake. Obviously, it wasn't done on purpose, but it just goes to show, doesn't it? You know, you have to be so careful. But apart from that, she's doing really well. She's going to the back door to let you know when she wants to eat. And if you whistle, she comes back to you. And she can sit. Every time you say sit, she sits. So she's doing extremely well. She's very excitable because Ivy and I got to Tommy's before she arrived. So obviously there were 3 people there. So when Penny came in, she was bananas for about 10 minutes, running around, jumping at everybody and rolling on her back, and tail were going 100 miles an hour, licking everybody. But after about, I'd say between 5 and 10 minutes, and then she calmed right down. And Tommy's got a pop dog. It's a Scotty dog. And she doesn't like this dog. So every time she sees the dog, she barks at it. And Joanne said to her, "It's all right, Penny, it's not a real one." Like she knows what she's saying. But we put Tommy's birthday cards in front of it last night, so she only spotted it twice. But when she spotted it, she kind of looked at it and whoop, a little yelp, little bark. So yeah, that is the update on Penny, bless her, but she's absolutely fine. And what else have I got? I don't know. So I've just made myself a cup of tea. So I'll drink this and I'll show you what that chili looks like when it's finished cooking. So I'll see you in a bit. So I decided while I'm waiting for the chili, in fact I'll just give it a stir. Just make sure there's nothing stuck to the bottom. Put the lid back on and turn it down to a number 4 and 4. Leave it. Anyway, I decided that I wanted to make some buns. So I've done the 6, 6, 6 and 3 method. So in this bowl I had 6 ounces of self-raising flour, 6 ounces of caster sugar, 6 ounces of stoic margarine, 3 eggs. I put 1 level teaspoon of baking powder in, I put a teaspoon of vanilla essence, and I put a teaspoon of almond essence in because I am going to make raspberry and almond cupcakes and some flaked almonds on top. Lovely, lovely. So that is what, and I've just put everything in the bowl all at the same time. I got my hand mixer out and I whisked for a minute, and then I put a tablespoon of milk in and whisked for another minute, just till it's soft and creamy like that. And everything just comes together. I've got my oven preheating at 170 degrees and they're going to take between 18 and 22 minutes roughly. So I'm going to put I've got my tray ready. I'm going to get a spoon. 2 spoons I'm going to get. I love this mixture. Just reminds me of when I was little and I used to scrape the bowl. And I know they tell you you're not supposed to scrape it now, but it's only because of the raw egg. And I mean, I'm not being funny, but I don't ever remember getting poorly from scraping the bowl after my granny had made buns. Does anybody else? Never got poorly. But anyway, so I'm going to put a dollop in the bottom, and then I'm going to put a teaspoon of raspberry jam in, and then a dollop on the top. So I'll put you in a different position. Are you ready? Woo! Right. Put a little bit more in. Want to cover the bottom. Got some flaked almonds. I'm just going to put a few on top. I'll put these in the oven and show you what they look like when they come out. So that's the chilli, guys, all finished. I think it's been on between around about 45 minutes. And I've just kept stirring it to make sure that, you know, nothing sticks to the bottom. It's only on a low light, and you can see how thick it is. So I've boiled some rice. Well, I haven't. I've used a packet rice. And I'm just going to put some salt on mine. And you can see how lovely it is, lovely and thick. And you can see how much of a big pan you get. So, that is my chilli con carne, easy, cheats way of making it. Can't get much easier than that. But it's delicious. If you serve that to anybody, they'll think you've been slaving on it all day. So I'm going to enjoy it now, and then I'll show you what the cupcakes look like when they come out. So bye for now. So I've just taken mine out of the oven, and mine took 23 minutes. Now, do not in any way, shape or form be tempted to open your oven door before 18 minutes, because if you do, your cake can sink. But after 18 minutes, it's cooked enough that if you do open the door, but they need a little bit longer, they're still going to, you know, stay risen. So I'll just show you what mine look like. Nice. Woo! So I'm going to let these cool down, and then I will show you what they look like. We'll have a taste test. I know they taste nice because I've made these quite often, but I just fancied some, so I thought I'd make some. I've eaten my tea, absolutely delicious. Honestly, it's such an easy recipe, and it really does taste very nice, so I would give it a try. Right, I'm going to get these out on a wire rack, and as soon as they're cool enough, I shall come back. So, shall we try one? I think I'm going to use a spoon. Well, I'll see. I've got myself a little dish. They're still quite warm. Might be better if you just let them cool completely, because you don't want that jam too runny, and it is a bit, but I just can't wait to show you. So all the jam has gone to the bottom. So what you can do, I suppose, is turn it upside down. Scoop your jam off. I'll find a way of using this. But if you let it cool down, you see, your jam will it won't be as runny, do you know what I mean? But I'm just eager to show it you. So, so that's what it looks like on top. Got your nuts, your almonds. Right, let's have a go. Oh yeah. Most definitely. Like I say, I've made these that many times before. I know that I like them. Well, they are so good. You've got the crunch of your almond. And then your really soft, spongy sponge. Look. Look at that. Taste of almond. And then your jam. I mean, you don't need to put jam in if you don't want to. But honestly, delicious. But I've had a busy day. Because I didn't tell you, but I've made a shower curtain thing for Ivy today. Well, half today, half another day, with weights in the bottom, just in case it's windy or a bit breezy. And I've made him like this canopy thing that goes from the top of the van over the awning, so that if it rains, the rain's going to go past where the awning joins the van, because otherwise it would rain along that channel, if you know what I mean. So I've done that. So this is going to be the shower curtain that will become apparent after. And what we've done is we've got 2 shower curtains, and we've made it longer by cutting 1 shower curtain in half and adding it to the full shower curtain at both ends, if you get me meaning. So there's a plain shower curtain and one with a map on. So the full shower curtain's got the map on, and then there is half a shower curtain been sewn onto one side, and the other half of that shower curtain sewn onto the other side.
Makes a U shape.
Makes a U shape. So the rings were already in, obviously the top of the shower curtain, as you can see. So what we're just doing now is at the bottom of the shower curtain, I've made a little hem at the bottom where we cut it to size, just to make it tidy. And now this is a weighted piece of rope. So I'm sewing this in, like so, in the hem, so that it will hang, hopefully, nice and straight and be weighted at the bottom. Obviously, if it's really, really, really windy, you wouldn't be having a shower outside anyway, would you? But, so yeah, that's what I'm doing at the moment. So I'll just put you on a little stand and show you a little bit of the sewing. So I'm just feeding it in like this, tucking any little bit of frayed bits in from the original hem that I've just made. And I'm just sewing down like this. Makes it nice and neat. So the next time you'll see it is when I do the video for the full walk around of the van. See you in a bit. And then I told you about the rest, didn't I? The garden centre, etc., etc. So I hope you've enjoyed the video. I know it's been a bit of this and a bit of that, mainly cooking though, and then some chat. And if you have, would you mind please giving me a thumbs up? Subscribe if you're not subscribed already. Leave me a comment or an emoji in the comment section. Give me a hype if you've enjoyed the content and you've got a hype left and I happen to be a channel that you like. And yeah, that's it really, I think, isn't it? You can hit the notification bell if you want, set it to all, and that way you won't miss an upload. But most of the people that watch me regularly know when I've put one up anyway. I think you get notified anyway. If you've set it to all, you definitely will anyway. So that would be nice. But I would like to say thank you for spending some of your precious time with me again. And I've enjoyed today's video. It's nice to do ad hoc things and just get something in your head and think, oh, well, while I'm doing it, I might as well film it and just share it with everybody. So yeah, it's been lovely. Thank you. And I hope to see you on the next video. So stay well. And yeah, see you then. So let me know if you're going to try them. If you haven't made them before, I think a lot of my people that watch my channel have made them before. But if you haven't, yeah, let me know what you think if you do make them. So stay well, and I shall see you soon. Bye for now.